Okay, that's working. Do I have a piano just in case? I don't think so. But I don't know if I'll need a piano this time anyway. Hold up, let me just double check. I think this is OBS. Me and Stinky. There we go. Okay, seems to be working now. Should let people know that I'm actually doing this. Where do stream URL copied to keyboard? Well, that's useful. Cool. Okay, so then I can like delete all these. Not that I need to do this right now. This is maintenance that I can take care of some other time, I guess. But, you know, you get hyperfixated on something and then you just have to do it. I'll get going in a second. Okay, there's more of these than I thought. I'll just do it later. Also, let me just double check to make sure that this is actually playing. Okay, there's more of these than I... Okay, cool. How about we just go to main recording, which I think is just my mainstream thing. Hey, Aureus, how you doing? Why is that? Why does that not show my desktop? I think... There we go. That was weird. Also, my camera's not working? Just a second. Oh, that would be why. How you doing, Aureus? Got a bit of a messy desktop, but... So, my plan today is to listen to all of the songs that I made this year Yeah, I'm trying YouTube streaming, partially because Twitch is just kind of obnoxious, and I don't really want to deal with that ecosystem. Not that, to be fair, YouTube is much better, but like I would like to, I don't know, just try new things and see how it works. I'm definitely not like locked in on any particular platform, right? So we've got a lot of music to listen to. But my goal is to categorize all of these. Hey, Kunumaru, how are you doing? I probably said that wrong again. See, it's been like 4 months, and now I don't remember how to pronounce anybody's name. So, I feel that, here, how about this? Music. I don't know why it created the folder way down there, but here we are. Music to categorize. And go like this. I'm glad to hear that. I hope everybody's has or is currently having a good holiday. And then these are still, these are all hecked. That's fine. So my thought process is that we're going to listen to all the sketchbook stuff as well as some of the work in progress. Oh, this one doesn't count because it is already locked into an album. So I'm thinking that there are a couple albums that I want to make either next year or the year after, and these will kind of form a lot of the base songs for these. So I have bit shift EDM. I have friend, cuddlecore, general abstraction, good stuff, jazz, fusion, shenanigans. I thought there was like one or two other ones. Oh yeah. Exist and persist, vocals, songwriter. So, and then miscellaneous good stuff, and then orphans, and then garbage heap. So at the end, we'll be tossing all of these songs into one of these folders, and that will assist me in kind of curating how I want to spend my next year. I'm going to be focusing less on doing a song a week and more on focusing on finishing albums and ensuring that I can, I don't know, just like, excuse me, just try to find a better or a different way of creating content. Because I want to continue to make music and, do new things, but I also feel like doing a song a week has been pretty tiring for me overall, and I wanted to try a different way of doing it. So I want to focus on finishing albums and not necessarily trying to check a box every week, if that makes sense. So I'm not entirely sure the best way to present all of this. Guess I can just like have the visualizer here. Have the Winamp playlist covering all of the horrible I guess I can go to the listening party thing, but then, well, you don't really need to see me shuffling around your like stuff. Yeah, let's go to the listening party thing. Hi, I'm big now. How are you guys doing? Let me continue to clean this up, and now I can move the chat up here so I can see everybody. That's good too. So we need to change the scrub bar listening cover. We need to change that image, and this image is going to be absolutely the wrong size, but that's okay. Fear. I really like that album cover. I had a lot of fun putting that one together. So full discography, unfinished projects, sketchbook. Oh, it's smaller. I thought it was going to be bigger for some reason. Bloop. Okay, so we got that, and I think that was playing in the background. Cool. Is there a way for me to duplicate this? Because I don't want to change. Can I just duplicate like this? I hit a button. I don't know what happened. Copy. Oh, now there's two of me. My goal is to just have one down here. Okay. Well, apparently doing that broke my webcam. Oh, that's fine. There we go. Ben has moved. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to, I didn't want to have the, I didn't want to move my listening party setup, but I'm going to. I also don't have chat on here, because I don't know how to set that up for YouTube yet, so it's fine. Okay, I'll just go like this then. Whoop. Okay, so yeah, that's we had the same thought, Orius. Okay, so I don't need OBS up on this top screen anymore. Anyway, we're not talking about the music, which is fine. Also, it seems quiet. Let me check my volume settings. Sometimes it sets Winamp at 14% for some reason. That should be a little bit better. So, like I was saying, this was technically made in 2023, but I do like it. Maybe I should put like an ambient down-tempo album on here too, because this definitely suits that. Because I do think that this song is like has merits for trying some new things and has some cool atmosphere. So I also realized that we're gonna have like some albums with like 20 songs in it, which probably not what we want. But if I do want to stream on YouTube, I am gonna have to figure out the chat thing. Anyway, so these are all the songs that I made this year. 78 of them. Some of them are only like a minute and a half long, but still. It was an ambitious year. That's for sure. I was definitely trying a lot of new things. Yeah, it kind of is. This is... Yeah, I joke and I say every year, oh yeah, this is the year where I chill out and I try to do like less stuff, and then somehow I end up doing more stuff, and it's like a problem, and I need to figure out why I'm this way, and I need to try to be better at it. because it's not sustainable. So this was the first sketchbook song that I made of 2024. And really the first song I made after the 2-hour track challenge ended. This could also fit well on like the ambient down-tempo stuff. I'm trying to figure out like if this is something that I want to do or if I just want to put in the orphans folder. Because I know there's going to be quite a few songs that go in the orphans folder. I'm just kind of so-so on this one. But yeah, ultimately what I want to do is I'm kind of setting myself up for 2025 and 2026 and to slow down my album release schedule by focusing on like super polishing stuff. And you know, it's going to take some time, but that's okay, right? So one of the things that I'm going to have to figure out is how to unloop these loops, because a lot of these sketchbook songs are very looped, and I need to figure how to expand these songs that I've been listening to on a loop for the last year, which is going to be a problem, honestly. Sorry, I'm doing some second screen stuff. Deleting all these go lives for Twitch from like July. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to talk over all these songs either. Like, it's kind of having a listening party and recapping the year, right? It doesn't have to be a retrospective that I run commentary over the whole thing. I do like this song, though. I like this one a lot. This one definitely goes into the jazz fusion shenanigans. The volume still seems a little low. I'm going to turn it up a bit more. I just don't want it to drown out when I talk. God, I love that upright bass. It has that twangy sound to it. A lot of these older songs weren't like mixed to the right volume level either, so I feel like I'm going to be jiggling around this volume knob for a little while. Okay, and then aside from my normal sketchbook stuff, I tried to write actual full songs throughout the year too, and this is one of them. I dig this one a lot, actually. What's the time signature of this one? It's hard to tell. It might still be 4/4, but muted trumpet is cool. I should use that more often. I tend to overuse that baritone sax, and it would be cool to have a little bit more different instruments in my repertoire for that. Sounds like the cats are being stinky. Sorry about the yelling in the background. Yeah, I feel like that song definitely has more legs. I don't know how to categorize this one. Actually, feel like this song definitely has legs, though. It could go a lot of places. So some of these songs I'm excited to work on more. For just being 2 chords, it moves so much. And I mean, that's to the benefit of so much going on in the music itself, but so this song has already been used somewhere else. The song was used in a collaboration with a friend of mine. So, this one's going to go into the Orphans as kind of an artifact of the original, but it's not going anywhere else because it's already used in like one of my outputs, right? I really like this song though. This is mostly sample based too. I think like that big sliding pad sound is just a sample where I manually did the pitch shifting, but it turned out really cool. Part of me is like, I could just flip through these quickly and categorize them in probably like 20 minutes, but I think it's important to listen through all of these because there's a lot of things in here that I should appreciate, right? It's been a busy year. And it's not over yet. I still need to finish an album, which I'm probably going to be working on later today. But got to appreciate this stuff, right? such a cool atmosphere. So the transitions in those patterns, they have a click in them, and I think I fixed that when I was working with Phil. Wait, God, it's not Phil, is it? Sorry, my brain's still a little fried. Also, this one's called Bit Shift, so I figure I should put it in the Bit Shift album. I like this song a lot. Oh, it's Phil. Duh. My brain, man. So I wanted to do like an actual EDM album where it's like 4 on the floor, more upbeat stuff. And I have like a folder of stuff that I want to put in there already. And there's a handful of songs in here that'll get in there too, but although technically this is 5 on the floor, but don't tell anybody. Making a song in 5/4 like this is actually really fun because you have these inbuilt moments of tension that you can play with, right? So this song is fairly well realized, but it needs more polish in it. Overall, I think it's really good though. Yeah, like this section just needs more stuff in it. A little repetitive. I can't remember if that like roiling thing in the background is a sample or if that's a synth. It's a really cool effect. It almost feels like vocoded, but not really. Yeah, it's a good song. So where does this one go? Yeah, put this in the ambient stuff. And this isn't like hard and fast, right? Like I can always change these if I feel like it suits somewhere else. I do that a lot, actually. Whenever I'm done with an album, like you have a folder with all the projects in it and also all of the projects that were started but not completed. I take all those songs that weren't part of that and kind of put it into the main area again so I can recycle them into future projects if they fit, and that's definitely happened. The Drones for Drones album that I'm working on now, there is a sketchbook track in there. There's also a drone track from last year's National Solo Album Month that never got into that album, so I was like, you know what, it suits this one, so I might as well throw it in here. So being able to like recycle that stuff is really important. Because like I like the songs. I wouldn't keep the project file if I didn't like the song. This has a good vibe to it, though. I feel like most of these songs are fairly short after the first part of the playlist here, which is fine by me. Yeah, some of the loops at the end are like a minute and a half long. So we're only 8 out of 78, but it'll go a little faster as things keep going. That's what that was. Okay. I was like, what is leaning against the thing? So is this like jazz fusion? Kinda, but not really. Might be more cuddlecore. This can go in a couple different buckets, and I'm not sure which one it does fit in. It almost feels like an interlude song, right? Like, it doesn't have a lot of propulsion to it. I'm gonna put this in the general abstraction folder because I like it. I just don't know where it goes. So this is, I wrote this one when I was playing Balatro a lot, and I don't know if this will fit anywhere in my folders, but I wanted to have fun. This song was a lot of fun to write. Like those do-do-do-do-do-do, those are me drawing shapes in the MIDI. Like I drew, because I was playing Balatro a lot, I drew like hearts and clubs and spades and whatever in the MIDI thing. It's got some pretty cool beats to it, though. I feel like this is one of those things that we'd have to like deconstruct and put back together, but I think there's some cool vibes in there. Yeah, and like the transition from that really upbeat thing to the chill stuff is cool. And I know that the Balatro theme track or theme song is in 7/8, which is why it sounds a little bit off kilter all the time. And this song is just in 4/4. But I think it still does the job pretty well. I am going to have to sort out the YouTube chat stuff before the listening party. Which is going to be in like 2 weeks, week and a half. Right? Yeah, because it's not next weekend, it's the weekend after. This one goes right into the orphans folder. Mostly because I've used this song too many times. This was in, I think, Quiet Spaces Volume 4. This was in the Moving Houses soundtrack. This was just in my normal rotation for the last whatever. So I've heard this song way too much. I don't know where else I could put it. It's a pleasant song, but that's like, it's too much for me. I have been getting more comfortable writing songs in major, which is nice because you can do a lot with that, and I want to embrace that a little bit more. Okay, so that's January and February done. Now we're moving into March. Yeah, and I think I had some problems in March. At least with this song. I don't think this song is great. Which is fine. Like, they can't all be winners, right? I just don't see this being something that I want to post. So, probably just gonna dump this one. That's okay. I think there's probably, like, out of these 78 songs, there's probably like 5 or 6 or 7 that I'm just like, I don't really want to work with this song anymore. And that's okay. Sometimes you go for a vibe and it just doesn't work. I'm just like listening to it being like, is there anything in here that I can salvage? And there really isn't a whole lot going on, right? I've always talked about, I'm just trying to fill in some space because the song's very, very bland. I've always been trying to figure out, like, if there is an overall curve to, like, my engagement with the music that I make and kind of like the general quality based off of, like, the time of year. And I always thought that it was kind of like springtime where I really did a lot of my best work, but I've never really tried to, like, quantify that. Which in some ways would require me listening to everything I've written and then, trying to kind of organize that in a particular way. Like give all of them a score or something, which I've been meaning to do anyway. Create like a spreadsheet and put like energy level, how much do I like this, and like make that available online so people can search through my library a little bit better. But that's a lot of work, and I need to figure out how to like properly do that, because it would be really nice to have a way to share all of my music. See, this song, this is the one I was talking about. This is going on Drones for Drones. So this one's already taken care of. This is the one I'm going to be working on later today, actually. So this one. And I realized that the ones that I've used already shouldn't go in the orphans folder. They should go into the garbage heap, because they're elsewhere. What'd Tycho do? Okay. But yeah, I like this one. This one has like big Silent Hill vibes. It has a lot of variety to it too. So all of the tracks in Drones for Drones are 10 minutes long, like exactly 10 minutes long. So a lot of it is just shifting layers around and automating how things are put together, or automating the synths and stuff. And it's less about like concrete progression through the song and more of like creating an atmosphere and then just kind of sitting in that, because the whole point is it's drone music to help you concentrate. So I'm looking forward to working on this one and spanning it out to 10 minutes. Should be good. It's also the last one in Drones for Drones, and I'm very looking forward to finishing it so I can get it off my plate. Yeah, I like that song a lot. This next one I like a lot too. This goes in the jazz fusion shenanigans. Playing with the delay time to get those like yeah, this is a fun one. This is something I need to do more often, is have the synths be a little imperfect. I think there's some there's an LFO on the pitch or something, just to make it, I mean there's obviously a pitch bending too, the legato, but having your synths be less perfect is something I need to embrace a little bit more. Yeah, that song definitely needs to be expanded on more, but I think that it's in the right spot. I think this one goes into the Orphans album though. Oh, that ride cymbal's very loud. Yeah, it's another one of those songs that are like okay, but I can't really see expanding on it in any meaningful way, so it's like, you might as well just chuck it, right? Pretty sure that's one of Backspin's neuro basses that I'm using in the background there, which is good. I like their basses a lot. I need to go back to an old song real quick. I changed how I organize these. Okay, that's the one. So, and then 22802. Okay, both of those get sent to the Shadow Realm. Okay, sorry. I'll put down the next one. There we go. Kind of feel similarly about this one, where it's like not really sure where this fits. I think it's going to be an Orphans track again. Yeah. I guess part of it is just like, can I see myself expanding on this song in a meaningful way to like make it a full song? And this one is not it, unfortunately. There's some neat like chord movements, but and that's okay, right? Like sometimes I make these songs to be like wallpaper, to just have like a specific vibe to it and not necessarily deviate from that or try to be overly attention grabbing, I guess. Just like I made these partially with like video games or like video production in mind, where it's supposed to be in the background and not necessarily something that you focus on. So yeah. I think that is March complete. So we're moving into April. And the start of April was the 2-hour album challenge, which the theme was between, I believe. Yeah. So this was my 2-hour album challenge submission. And it's weird because like in the past, all of these went just into the 2-hour album or the 2-hour track challenge albums. And now this is like a song that doesn't really have a home, but it was using the 2-hour track challenge theme or construct. But I think this just goes into general abstraction good stuff. It might be an ambient downtempo. I can't remember how this progresses. to be fair, like general abstraction good stuff and ambient down-tempo vibes are very much the same. It's like Spider-Man pointing at himself, right? That pause is really nice. Wait. It skipped a bunch. I was like, how did we... Okay, we're gonna finish listening to this. But it skipped like 3 songs. Because I was looking at this, it's like, no, we're not done with March. Yeah, there's like 3 songs that it missed. So we're gonna do some sleuthing here to figure out why it went over those, because it should be gearing up now. Weird. What? Okay, so it just like skipped some songs for some reason. This song I'm not a huge fan of. I think that it has some cool things when it gets into it, but this like intro is just like you know, you try something, doesn't always work. It's okay. Yeah, and like this part, it feels a little bit more what I was going for, right? It's okay. Which is to say, it's going into the orphans folder. And that's okay too. Yeah, so now we've got 2 more songs in March, and then we're into April. See if it skips over them this time. There we go. So this is an interesting one. This was my attempt at using an AI like sound generator, specifically an AI sound generator that works with specific artists that, you know, grant their permission for their sounds to be ingested into the system to be then recycled into other things. And I think that it sounds cool, but like the system was very difficult to work with, and it didn't really work with my flow. I like the sound of this song, but that's about it, right? Like, it's like mining music, if that makes sense. Yeah, like it sounds neat, but just wasn't my vibe. And I've used like other sound generator things before, and I would really love to train like an LLM on my music and my sound design stuff, because I think that would be a lot of fun. And I know it's possible. I just haven't done it because it's time consuming. But that's kind of the other reason why I wanted to maybe clear my schedule a little bit more, so I can be more exploratory with this kind of stuff and not just, you know, be like, oh, I have to make my song this week. I got to sit down and spend my studio time like banging out a song instead of. I feel like we listened to this one already. Am I going crazy? I'm gonna skip back one. Okay. So this one we haven't heard yet. It skipped like 3, and it was in a very weird order, I guess. Okay, so 3:30:02 can go here. I like this song a lot. I'm kind of sad we skipped it. I'm just gonna have to pay more attention to the playlist. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I hit a button or something. Yeah, I like this song a lot. This really bassy. This definitely goes into like the down-tempo album, the ambient one. So I have an album that I started probably 12 years ago now called Greenscape that I want to finish as well. And this would definitely fit into that vibe. I want to find out how long ago this was. 2014? Yeah, 10 years ago, huh? 2023, yeah, 2014. Some of these files are from 2010, oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is an old project that I would love to finish, and this would definitely fit that vibe. I think it's like the last of the very old projects that I started like a long time ago and just didn't know how to finish or ran out of steam on finishing. Greenscape would be a nice feather in my cap to finish, because then it's like all current stuff. Yeah, this is a really nice song. I like this one. Okay, and then we have to skip around a little bit, because we heard that one, we heard that one, and that one. There we go. This is a toss-up for me. Because it could be in the jazz fusion one, kinda. Or just general abstraction good stuff. Possibly the Cuddlecore album. I don't think it really suits the Cuddlecore stuff. But maybe? Hey, Stick, how you doing? Your real name is displayed. Ha! How's it going? We're about maybe a quarter of the way through of all the songs. Yeah, I like this song a lot. So to peek behind the curtain a little bit, here, I'll go back to the mainstream. I'm organizing all of these songs based off of kind of vibe. So I have like ambient down tempo, I have EDM, I have like vocal songwriter stuff. I have the Cuddlecore album, I have kind of the garbage heap, the songs where I just don't really think that they fit anywhere. The general abstraction good stuff, which is where this one ended up. Jazz fusion shenanigans, and then the Orphans album, which is kind of the living album on Bandcamp. So I'm just listening to all the songs that I wrote this year. There's 78 of them, 77, something like that. Having a lazy Christmas, that's good, man. Like we had kind of a busy Christmas, like running from family to family. Thank you. I try not to be, and it still happens. I feel like Patreon is a big driver of that, which is something that I'm actually shifting around a little bit, because having that compulsion to check a box every week to like finish a song, like it makes you very productive, but I feel like the quality of the music that I'm making isn't as high up there as it used to be, and I want to change that. So this is a weird song. This is kind of the community chaos streams like we used to do at the end of the 2-hour track challenge seasons. I'm gonna put this in the jazz fusion shenanigans. Yeah, I know, and that's kind of...
Common Ben W.
I like that quote. Yeah, and I feel like most people that are supporting me are just there to, like, support the work that I do and not be like, you didn't do a song this week, you know? So, I'm hoping that, like, I can find my rhythm somewhere else, right? It's okay. Those chords that do-do-do-do. The song definitely needs to be expanded on, but I think there's some good juice to squeeze out of there. Yeah. It was chaotic. Not necessarily in a bad way. I'm gonna... I think that turns it down a little bit. These next couple songs are already released. So... the day before Christmas Eve, I had to make pie crusts. So that was kind of... that always takes a little bit of time. And then Christmas Day, we have dinner at my family's house, and then second dinner at my wife's family's house. So it was a lot of going to one place, family, lots of family time, having dinner, and then rushing off to the in-laws' house, which, you know, I love them, they're great. But then it's also more of that. And so Christmas Eve is busy, and then Christmas Day we're just at the in-laws' house all day, and we just hang out, and we have like a late lunch and kind of do our thing, and it was fine. It's just like a lot happening at the same time, all crammed together. And now I have today and tomorrow off, and then I have a small kind of a game night thing with my cousin on Sunday. So I'm hoping to get some more free time the next couple days to finish up some projects and kind of prepare for next year, right? And that's why I'm doing this stream. Just making sure that I have everything ready to go for next year so I can hit the ground running and work on some albums, you know? I'm finishing up my November album, The Drones for Drones, that I talked a little bit about. I'm hoping to get that finished this weekend, or in the very least, like early next week. I really want to get it out, pushed to distro by January 1st, but we'll see. I mean, it's just going to take some time. So yeah, overall, it has been a chill break, but there's always things that crop up. Okay, let me raise the volume a little bit. So these three songs, the next three songs are already categorized. I made these with Devin, or Super Cool. This turned into songs for the Back at It Again album that was released, I think in like May or June, probably June. I'm hoping that I can find some time with Devin next year. Things get very concentrated. That's a very good way of describing it. Yeah, a few days to relax, yeah. So this turned into Bidet the Day Away. The song before that turned into Crystallized. And I did it. Now I just hear the words in my head for the lyrics that Devin wrote. Collaborations are fun. I actually have a handful of collaborations that are both in process and planned for next year, and I'm looking forward to those too. I know I've been talking with Aureus about doing a small like chiptune EP. This is the album where these 3 songs ended up. And yeah, I want to do another collaboration with Devin. I have another collaboration with a good friend of mine, Avery, who does a lot of kind of like garage and liquid drum and bass kind of stuff. And we started like 5 songs. We just need to like sit down and finish them. But she's been busy, so it's kind of like, you know what? It's all good. I don't have a release schedule. I'm trying to be breezy, right? Like, I don't want to release 9 albums a year anymore. I want to like take my time and actually finish them correctly. I like that melody with the bass line though. But yeah, the whole point of do a lot. Yeah, there's also the quality aspect. Yeah, and that was kind of my concession to the whole thing, where doing it's what did I call it? It's quality through quantity, right? Like you want to make a lot of things because you learn how to make good things by finishing them and getting them out there and like moving on to the next thing. And the whole thing with like the Try Hard Club, which is this, like I called this the Try Hard Club with me and Devin. And that this is kind of like the umbrella. Hey, this is me collaborating with somebody. This is the album that we made. So it's going to be like the Try Hard Club with Avery or Beatrix, which is who she goes by. The Try Hard Club with me and Aureus or whoever, right? Like that's just kind of the moniker that I use to be like, hey, this is a collaboration with somebody. Let's like enjoy that. So yeah, definitely collaborating with people and trying to be a little bit more social with my creativity, because I think that there's a lot of knowledge that I can gain through that. And honestly, like I've kind of hit a wall with making music. Yeah, but I just like the name. Okay, so this is back to sketchbook stuff. This might be an orphan song. Much like the other ones, like I think that it has a neat vibe, but I don't really know where it goes from here. And yeah, ultimately, like my idea with the Try Hard Club is to turn it into a collective, right? Where it's like it's not just me and somebody. It's just like it's kind of like a distributed record label where people can collaborate with each other under a certain set of, you know, not necessarily rules, but guidelines to follow. And then they can, you know, collaborate with that and then release on their own schedule and whatever. I don't know. Like, I think that doing that kind of stuff is useful. Trying to figure it out, but it's also like I was trying to say, it's I don't know, like I've hit a wall with music making, and I'm trying to break through that, and I think that I can't do it myself, and I need to work with other people to expand my knowledge, which is fine, which is probably something I should have done like 10 years ago. Working in a vacuum is nice, but you can't learn everything you want to through it. Anyway, we're in May now. Yeah, this is definitely an Orphans album. It's neat, but it doesn't really have a good hook. You get to do music in new styles. Yeah. You'll hear some of the stuff that I started making with Avery, I think in October or November. This song is fun. I don't know where it goes, but it's fun. Forgot about the toilet flush. This one goes into the general abstraction good stuff, because this definitely is that vibe. But yeah, working on making some songs for Avery to remix, or not remix, but to collaborate with. I kind of dove into trying Garage and Liquid D&B and kind of that kind of stuff, and it was a lot of fun. And you'll hear my attempts at that later on, if you're still around. If not, that's okay too. That's a fun song. Definitely needs more, expansion to it, but I think that there's a lot of good stuff there. What's next? This is kind of like a synthwavy song. That hat's too loud though. Probably another abstraction good stuff. It could go under the vocal songwriter stuff. There's no vocals in it yet, but this could definitely, I could see this having some vocals to it. I'm going to toss it there. I can always move it later. Yeah, and one of the challenges that one of the things that I want to challenge myself with is to make an album that is only songwriter songs, where it's like every song has vocals in some capacity. And yeah, I think we can get there. Because I really want to do more songs with lyrics. Because I like writing lyrics, and I like writing songs with lyrics. I just don't like singing. And I feel like I have a okay enough voice to get away with singing, but I have to actually use it to get comfortable with like both the process of singing, but also processing the singing. Because I don't feel like I process my vocals terribly well in a lot of occasions. And the times that I do it well, I luck into it more than anything else. Yeah, lyrics are hard. And I think AI is a great way to springboard a lot of that stuff, but I like writing and I like words and I like wordplay. So it's like I feel like I have the tools necessary to do that, but I don't always have the ideas, which is where AI can come in, where it's just like, I want to write a song about this feeling that I have, and it can offer some like springboards to jump off from there. This is a jazz fusion one, I think. This is another really weird track. I was playing with the pitch bend knob, which I don't really do. It really is. And that's how it should be used, right? It's supposed to be used as a tool to inspire, not necessarily to, what's the right way of putting it? Like, you don't want to just be like, hey, fill in the blanks for this and then I'm done, right? You want to tell me how I should fill in those blanks and then I'll do it myself. It's a great way for random inspiration, but it's, yeah, not to replace, yeah. Exactly. It's there to enable you. It's a tool to enable your creativity and not necessarily replace it. And I think it's a very important distinction. Because there's definitely a lot of really good uses for AI. It's just people don't do things that way. Which is unfortunate. But, you know, can't control how people act. It's just a shame that it's burning the planet down when in the process, you know? That's a fun song. It definitely needs a lot more work to, you know, expand it out to whatever, 5 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. It's a cool idea. Yeah, just kind of like laying it out in a way that makes sense, and then you can take that as a starting off point. This is very much like a Streets of Rage, like fighting in the streets song, right? Yeah, I like this song a lot. I think this goes into the abstraction good stuff. I have a very loose definition of jazz fusion for this. But yeah, that bass is really fun. Yeah, again, it was a very short loop, so you have to like figure out how to break out of that loop and create something new with it. So that's kind of a problem. Brand X vibes. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. I'll have to check them out. Oh, nice. It's another one in the same thread, but kind of a different vibe. I like this song a lot too. Like, these two songs back to back made me happy. Chord changes that aren't the same ones. This is like 1 3 4 3. It's like 1 3 4 3 7 5. Something like that. I really like this chord progression though. It sounds really cool. This is the stuff that I want to write every day. Oh, I wish I could channel that. That's not how it works, though. Yeah, more of that. I'm looking forward to working on that one more. I hope I can do it justice. Okay, so this is June now. I recorded some of the piano parts live. I think the more complicated chord stuff, I did the best I could live, and then I go back and I edit it. Yeah. Getting better at live playing and improv is definitely something that I want to keep focusing on. This is going into the general abstraction folder for obvious reasons. I like this song a lot, though. You can do so many interesting things with bass, and I don't always do that. I like this one a lot, though. How it has that transient with the pitch bend, the really quick pitch bend. I really like the melody in this too, where it has the that second bell delayed by 2 beats. That's something that I should use more often. That's really cool. This might also be a contender for voting on the Community Remix album next year. I really like this song. Was it voted on this year? I have to check now. It was not. This must have been right after I set it up. No, it was Club Sandwich Party Cloaked, which we heard earlier, and Infinite Noodle, which we also heard earlier. Yeah, I like this song. I think this one's going to be voted on for the... because there's a lot of variety to it too, which helps. I need to figure out what songs I'm going to do for voting this year. Definitely this one. Possibly Infinite Noodle. I guess we did that for voting last year. Maybe one of the songwriter songs. It would be cool to try to do like a vocal, like a song with vocals, and see what people do with that. That would be actually kind of fun. Yeah. There's a lot of cool layers in this one. I like that song a lot. This song is definitely going in the orphans folder. I think I had just finished that other song and I was like, let's just do something else real quick. And this is what came out. Or I did this first and I was like, this is dumb. And then I did the other one. It's a fun song. I like how it starts very slow and it gets faster and faster and faster. But and this chord was right here is nice. Yeah. And then that's the loop point, except now it's fast. It's a fun song, but I don't know where that would go in any album. Anyway, it's a fun song. Yeah, no worries. I'll be here probably for another hour. Probably more like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'll be around. Have a good dinner. I think that I can make this song work, but it's going to have to be rebuilt. The second section is very good. It has some promise to it. That lead reminds me of Zelda 2, that triangle wave with just a little bit of warble to it. Zelda 2 for the NES, I mean. You know, this could almost go in the Cuddlecore album, because those songs are usually a little bit shorter, a little bit simpler, and have kind of a cuter vibe. Let's go with that. Doesn't have to stay there forever. I know there's a handful of Cuddlecore songs coming up. But it could fit there. And this is a very ambient song. I don't know if this one's going to... This might be an Orphans one. It might work with Greenscape, because the whole point of that album is like the transition between winter and spring. It's just like real basic. I think I could make this work. But I mean, it's like rebuilding the whole thing, right? Like, change the synth with like a really subtle plucked guitar. It might be one that doesn't stay in the ambient folder. But I'd like to think that I could turn that into some kind of like interlude or transition track. Because it is a very pleasant sound. I like this one. This one definitely has legs. I like this one a lot. Yeah, sorry, got kind of mesmerized by that one. That's a good one. Excuse me. I think we can definitely do something fun with that one. I mean, the big struggle, like I've said, is with all of these is breaking them out of their loops and like turning them into something more than just this 1.5 minute loop. But I think we can do it. Definitely jazz fusion. I like this song a lot too. Another fun bass line. So that saxophone is a sample that I got from Splice like a million years ago. I've used it in a couple other places. God, it's so good though. This is very much like the music I used to listen to with my dad when I was a kid. He loved this style of music. I mean, I'm sure he still does. Too much reverb on the piano. This transition is nice. I don't really think I need to do a whole lot with this song. Probably clean it up a bit, give it a better mix down, but man, that's a solid track. Very happy with that one. I think this is an Orphans track. I don't recall this one really the delay. That's Valhalla delay. That's really good. This could be used in Greenscape. It has this like air of winter to it. Yeah, I can see that. This is also the end of June. So this is the halfway point for the year. Pretty close to the halfway point for the album, too. Looks like I made more music at the start of the year than in the back, but honestly, the back half of the year was pretty busy, so I'm glad that I kept it up, but yeah, this will work in Greenscape. I'm gonna have these albums that are like 30 songs long, though. We'll see if they stay there. You know, when you're sculpting an album, like sometimes things just don't fit. Despite them being good songs, they just don't fit. So it might be one of those things where it's just like, you know what, this works, but it doesn't work. And that's okay. It's definitely happened before. This one, I know I'm going to put into the vocalist one because there's things that I want to do with this, but I don't really know it for sure yet. It's like, I'm trying to think of what I had before. There was like words, but it's like, I don't know how to talk to my friends or something like that, or to people maybe, but the cadence of this melody with a counter melody, and I think it definitely fits very well with the idea of putting some lyrics in there. Plus that guitar sample is so tasty. It's going to take some work on that one, but I think that we can pull something really cool out of that one. It's a very good loop too. You break it into like a bridge into a additional like verse or two. I think this one goes into the EDM album. Yeah, okay. Took me a second to register. Yeah, that's a cool song. That's a good loop. Can have some fun with that one. Good stuff. So the next song, I'm not really sure where to put because there might be a new folder for it at some point. It's basically a remix of a 2-hour track challenge song. And part of me wants to create an entire album of 2-hour track challenge songs that were remixes. But for now, I'm going to put this in the. This is going to be in the EDM album. The original song was called Marathon Man, and this one's called Triathlon Man. And I was like, I could create an album called Evolved.
What is this place?
where it's just remixes of my favorite 2-hour track challenge songs. We'll see how that goes though. For now it's in the EDM folder. Also, the song rules. Could use some like mix downs and sound design and stuff, but like as far as the track goes, it's very solid. That syncopation is so cool. I think my microphone's a little loud. See if that's any better. I'll keep it there. People can let me know if I'm quiet, but I'm looking at the volume levels between myself and the music, and I'm significantly louder, which isn't fun. Probably one of my more favorite songs this year. This one, on the other hand, I think is going into the Orphans folder. It's very cool and creepy, but kind of like I was talking about earlier in the stream, some of these songs were just kind of made to be video game songs, and I don't really have a place for them otherwise, and that's okay. It happens. This reminds me of like one of the first albums I released. There's a game soundtrack for God, I can't even remember now. I don't even know if the game itself was released, but I was so happy that I was. Yeah, there's called Torn. Definitely, probably doesn't sound as lush as this, but It has the same like instrumentation. So it has a cool sound to it, but I don't see it fitting anywhere in any of these songs. So that's how it goes. Definitely suits a video game soundtrack, though. At least certain types of video game soundtracks. Then this is my submission to our album challenge in July, which I think the theme wasn't nature, was it? It was nature. It's bouncing back and forth all over the place. Yeah. There's And Then So Clear. Oops. Don't play it though. Such a stupid album art. I love it. Anyway. But yeah. This goes into general abstraction good stuff. So the theme was nature, and as the theme was announced, it had just like started raining, and I was able to capture that and record it either on my phone or I think my recording device. And I was able to, I was able to bring that directly into the song, which was super cool. I like how the drums like start and then they just stop. I need to play with rhythm more and like having those unexpected pauses. I used to do it all the time, and I feel like I've gotten a little out of practice with that. I think this song could be expanded on a little bit more too. Also, the thunder crash that happens was also part of the recording. It was like perfect timing. It was a very good thunder crash. It's a good one. I like it. Oh, this is doom jazz. Me actually playing bass guitar for once in my life. Don't know where this goes though. it might be an Orphans track, honestly. Like, I could put it in the general abstraction stuff, but I don't know if it fits there. Strings remind me of the Maker's Eden. God, I love Doom Jazz so much. I gotta put that in the abstraction folder. I think we can clean that up and yeah. Mesmerizing. That's worth keeping around. I have mixed feelings about this one, aside from it being 6.5 minutes long already.
I wanted to go out into space.
I've used this sample already. I'd have to
and
change
live there
that.
forever among the stars. And he told me that I could do whatever I wanted to do.
Just like, I don't know if I want to keep the sample anyway. Trying to remember. I think this song has a lot of really good merits, but like the breakdown in the middle needs a lot of work. I should probably hold on to it, but I know that it's going to be a lot of teardown, a lot of demo work. But it should be good, right? Like, I think there's a lot of really good things here. Good variety too. Needs a little bit more propulsion in this section though. If I remember correctly, I was like, oh, this needs like a breakdown build-up section. And I couldn't think of what to do exactly. And generally, I think this is okay, but like the melody leading into the other thing, like, the chords could be a little bit more interesting too. Yeah, this melody is just like, follow the chords, don't do anything interesting. And this bit here, yeah, it's like, bleh. It's fine. It can be fixed. That's kind of the problem with the chords being so simple too. It's just like there's no tension in them. It's an okay song. Needs work, but that's the whole point of all this, right? Like, the point of this is to work on stuff and to improve them, so it'll be good. That's the last long song, at least. I don't really know where this one came from. Honestly, this is probably an Orphans track. It has some cool bits to it, but it's just like meh. Layering the piano with that buzzy synth is kind of cool though. I do like that piano though. Like, it has its merits. And it might work as kind of like an interstitial track, but I like the bowed instruments that are kind of like bouncing between the... I need to figure out how I did that. That's a cool effect. I don't know where this song goes. Probably EDM. I like it though. I like this song a lot actually. It's very video gamey. It's a little too upbeat for the Cuddlecore album though. I like that one a lot though. Definitely high up on my list. Not exactly EDM for this. I mean, it is, but I'm thinking more like just general good stuff. Because I love Liquid D&B, and this definitely fits the vibes. Yeah, not much to say about this one. Good vibes, though. Be fun to work on that one more. This one has neat vibes, but definitely an Orphans album choice. Just doesn't really fit anything else that I was planning on making. It doesn't have like any of the hooks that I prefer to have, or it's neat atmosphere though. Just looking at all our sorting so far, seeing where things have fallen. Doing all right. This is very cold. Just hot chocolate, but, or cold chocolate now, I guess, but. So that stuttering effect, I remember now, is from the EFX Fragments VST, which is a live granulizer. So it takes samples and then it has a granulization function inside of it that like granulizes the input that's constantly cycling through what's happening. It's a very interesting plugin that I love using. This might be an Orphans track too. I think it has some like merit, but it's just kind of like I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. It has a nice like driving arpeggio, but I don't know. Something about it just doesn't sit right with me. Yeah. Meh. It's all good. This song was destined to be in the Colorcore album. I have a running theme with the other so in switch it over. In Hey, I have a song called 2 a.m. Coffee. And then in Cozy, I have 4 p.m. Catnap. So 10 p.m. Meetup. I don't know. Something about having like the time on there. It just feels like a trend that I'm putting in all the songs. I have like a meta album stretched across all of my other albums that have like every hour of the day. I mean, it's something that I've considered. But that would also require me to release 22 more albums. So we'll see. Also 22 albums with those songs in it. It's a little ambitious. Oops. Don't have I didn't switch it back. There we go. It needs some cleanup, but overall it's there. I like that track. This next one, me playing with polyrhythms. Like this is 4/4 over 3/8. Also, I don't like the name of it. I think I want to rename it to like something else. That's okay. I do like the song. There are some music theory crimes in here. Specifically when it comes to time signatures, I think to make things fit, I had to do some bars of like 3/16. I'll point them out when they happen. They're later on in the song. I think the drums are kind of bouncing between like 4/4 and 5/8 and some other stuff. Like everything's offset by a little bit, which makes it very interesting to listen to. I'm actually gonna put some hot water in this real quick. I'll be back in a second. So during I think the breakdown and the build up are where my music crimes happened. Now it's tepid. Those big, like, super saw hits. Something that I always loved to do once I discovered how to do them properly. I think I need new headphones. These are starting to get uncomfortable. Yeah, okay. So coming up, like, this builds up, and when it, like, twists and goes back down again, that's like a bar of 316 or something. Right here? Yeah. It's weird. But it works. Like, it fits very well. Yeah. Just to get everything, because everything's so offset, because none of them have, none of the layers have, like, a similar time signature. So you have to, like, kind of throw something in there to lock them back all in place. It works, but it's a bit of a crime. It's a good song, though. Like I said, I'm going to change the name of it. I couldn't think of a name at the time, but it's all good. Oh, the next sound, the next song starts kind of loud. I know it comes in a little hot. Jesus. Let me lower the volume. Oh, that's too much. This is obviously me being like, hey, let's try to make that song from Kill Bill. It did okay. It was fun. Obviously, I went my own direction with it, but you get it. You get the idea. Although, to be fair, I do need to deconstruct songs that I like more frequently, because I did learn a lot through this, especially the snare drum composition. Because I think it was like 3 or 4 different layers that I tried to merge that I did okay with. Overall, it's a neat song. I'm still putting in the Orphans folder, but doesn't really fit with any of the other things that I've been working with. And I got to play guitar, which is something I don't do very frequently. So I guess that's something. I don't know where this song goes. It's very pretty. Might fit with the ambient down-tempo stuff. Pulled a muscle in my shoulder earlier today. Also more real bass. Good job, old Ben. Or prior Ben. Past Ben. Does have good vibes. I need to play my bass guitar more. I really like playing bass. Not so much guitar, but playing bass is a lot of fun. You can get a lot of like expressiveness out of it. This might be a jazz fusion kind of thing. I don't know. My definition of jazz fusion isn't correct probably, but it's just kind of like weirdo songs that don't really fit many other genre types. Sun's getting bright. needs to be expanded out though. It's a very short loop. That's okay though. I really like the vibes on this one, but yeah, I think this just goes in the kind of good stuff folder, which is getting very stuffed. There's 14 tracks in there already. And I know a couple more are going in there. Which is fine. Like, I can probably split that up into 2 albums if I really need to. And that's how it goes. I've gotten a lot better at my looping. Like, making those loops feel really seamless. Which is good. This whole project of taking all these loops and turning them into songs is going to be really good practice for me on breaking out of loops. Because I know I struggle with it sometimes. And there's a lot of like tricks and tactics that you can use to do it. The piano is really well tuned. Like, it has the right amount of compression and like reverb and stuff. Like it fits in the mix very well. Also sounds like it has like a little bit of slapback to it. Which maybe that was something I was doing at the time, I can't remember. I think this is a cuddlecore track. Just double checking. It's kind of lo-fi hip-hoppy. That upright bass never disappoints. Definitely some work. The piano, like especially the left hand of the piano, is just kind of boring. But there's a lot to like in this song too. lot of the rest of this year's songs are more in the chill out zone or like low tempo EDM. I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure I did some more upbeat ones, but I think this is kind of more when I was starting to feel burnt out. This is the end of September. Yeah. It's a good one. I like it. So this was my submission to the 2-hour album challenge in October. The theme was 13, and I went with triskaidekaphobia. The conceit of this song being that it's in 12/8 time or 6/4 time, except for jump scares of 13/8 time, which is like, yeah, it's like an extra, an extra half beat every so often. This is more like of a jazz fusion one, honestly, because this gets a little nuts with instrumentation. I like this song a lot, though. Could be cleaned up a little bit, which is, the whole point of this process. That extra pause, that gets me every time. I love it. Excuse me. Got maybe half hour, 45 minutes left. Let's see, we've got 20 songs left. They're each about 20 minutes. Yeah, about 45 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. It's all good. I don't know if I can add to this song. Might just be cleanup. Oh, this is another vocal one. So this one actually came from Charlie McCarran's next project. He did the Troubadour, which is a thing of chord progressions. Oh, here it is. And he did like a prototype of one for lyrics. Yeah. So it's got like, so it has, follow, forest, darkest, hollow, see, glow, hope, no. So he's working on prototyping these, and he sent me, or when he gave me the Troubadours that I supported him with, he gave me this little prototype for me to mess with. It was fun. The vocalizations or the singing isn't great, but this is also very, very much a rough work in progress. I think this was like maybe 45 minutes of work. Just kind of messing around. I think it turned out really cool. It definitely needs more work, but all the vocal ones do. There's at least one more vocal one in here. I think it's coming up in like 2 or 3 songs. And I had like a whole second verse written, but I didn't put it in, I don't think, just because it was very, very rough, and I just needed to export something to share. And that kind of gets into the whole thing where it's just like, I needed to check a box for like the song a week thing for Patreon and like my personal whatever, and it's just like that it was getting to the point where I was like, I don't want to just write a song to check a box. I want to write a song to like express something that I'm thinking or feeling. And this is kind of the point in the year where I'm just like, I'm not writing music because I feel like writing music. I'm writing music because I have to complete my to-do list, and that's not the right way to approach creative anything. So this is kind of this song is fine, but it's just kind of like definitely an orphan song. It's pretty, but I just don't have a place to put it. Kind of sounds like credits music. This is also like a really weird time signature. It's like 28 or something. I don't know why. I think I recorded the piano and then I set everything else to fit it. Chords are really nice though. Like, that's the thing, like I don't put the songs in the orphans folder to like banish them, right? It's more I just don't have a place for them right now, and I might find a place for them later, I don't know. But for the moment it's just like, I don't have a place for this, so let's just put it here. Bass, that low organ reminds me of Queen Scotzi and Philip Glass. Scotzi. Maybe that's what the inspiration for this song was. I can't remember now. But I know Philip Glass likes his arpeggios. Scotzi. Oh, I should watch that again. I'd say it's a good time, but that's not entirely true. It's a very interesting and emotional movie. This next one's another vocal one. I think I was messing with chopped drums. I don't know what gets into me when I'm around you. Good times. Guess it's a compulsion, you see. Sticks in my brain like glue. And I don't know what to do. It's tough, I bet you can agree. My actions, your point of view. I should get back to this one. This was fun. Can't just show you things that I mean. Intentions I can't pursue. And a backlog overdue. It's not that hard for me to be. All that I feel is true. You can hear the cat's bells in the background when I was recording this. I shouldn't hold so gently. Yeah. The sand is still slipping through. I couldn't get everybody to shut up so I could actually. This time I started to move. Get a clean recording. Dictates the lines to be. Is it something that I can choose? I stray from the paths we agreed. No, I am not confused. I've just got nothing to lose. The vocals are kind of, like the processing's kind of weak, but I do like how it sounds. Anyway, these are the tracks that I sent to my friend Avery. This one and maybe the next one. There's like 2 songs. I'm actually going to make a new folder for this so I don't lose them. Because I know I was trying to like cram a bunch of new music in for her so I could focus in November for the National Solo Album Month stuff. But November got crazy busy, so I still did a handful of songs there anyway, so. Because why wouldn't I, right? Good vibes on this one, though. I feel like I did a pretty decent job nailing the sound. Well, this definitely isn't garage music. This could be in Greenscape, maybe. I know I have a Project NAP, New Age Piano. It'd probably fit in there more, but I'll put it in the ambient down-tempo track for now. I like that song a lot, actually. Like, it's not gonna blow the doors off anything, but maybe this is the song that was in like 19:8 time or 28 or whatever it was. Yeah. 15:8 time, or I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. Sorry that my camera's all blown out now, but the sun got really bright. Oh well. Okay, this is another one I sent to Avery. It's like, I don't know how to describe this. It's kind of like up-tempo dance music mixed with the artist Tycho. I don't know, something about it really vibes with me. I'm looking forward to our collaboration. I think we're going to start doing that in January, February. Yeah, I like that one a lot. It's a good loop. It's cold again. It didn't last long. Next. I honestly don't remember. These are so recent that they haven't been like burned into my memory in the order. So, what folder does this go in? It might be Cuddlecore. Yeah, I'd say Cuddlecore. The bass that I use for these is one that Soup uses all the time. It's an Ableton native synth. So every time I hear this bass, it sounds like one of Soup's songs, which is kind of funny. it's a very short loop though. It's like 45 seconds, huh? It's okay. The whole point, right? Nice. Yeah, I think this is the other one that I sent to Avery. I think. I have to double check. Maybe not. Nope. This is just me being weird. Jazz fusion then. I really do like that lead though, with the layering. There's a lot of good tone to it. Excuse me. I should make a proper YouTube thumbnail for this, since I'm not going to be alive for much longer. Sketchbook 2024 metadata photo. I like this song too. So this is November. So I had started the November album in a month challenge. And I continued working on kind of little songs as a break, because doing the ambient or the drone stuff was going well, but it was also like kind of draining, because listening to drone music just like kind of pounds it into your head. So having a change of pace was really kind of refreshing. This is a picture of Alaska from 1 billion years ago. Don't need that one. Sure. Yeah, I like this song though. It's a good one. Okay, go back to the listening party. Can I edit the thumbnail while I'm streaming? I don't do a whole lot of YouTube streaming. Edit video. Cool. Change. Let's see. Might have crashed YouTube. Oh, there it goes. This took a while. Categorizing shouldn't be capitalized. It's like a silly thing to re-export all this, but might as well be thorough. Sorry for the Windows bloop, that was me. That's a good one. Probably one of my more favorite songs from this year too. Top 10. Don't recall this one. It happened like a month and a half ago. Oh, right. So I was talking with a friend and she had linked to me the safe room music from Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil... I can't remember which one. And I was like, you know, I could try to do something like that. Because I was curious. And I had a lot of fun with this song. I put it in the ambient folder for those keeping score. Oh, hey, sorry, I had covered up your... I've been leaving words of encouragement, but YouTube seems to be hiding them. Oh. Sorry to hear that. Let me see. I don't mute people. Community? Comments. Yeah, like I respond to like everybody that posts on my channel, so I don't it's nothing on my end. I haven't like muted you or anything on my posts. So I appreciate that. I'm glad that you like the Pandemonium stuff. I really enjoyed making that album too. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that your comments have been like muted though. It's definitely not on my end. Let's see if I can sort by just everything. Maybe I can put your name in the filter. I know you can't see this, but no comments found. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I do see one. You just said hi. I think this was you. Maybe YouTube probably filtered that just because it... I'm commenting I like this song even though YouTube won't show you the comment for reasons only known to algorithms. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I... show you this, it doesn't really matter. If I go into my community and comments and search by everything, I do see them. And you can see that, like, I reply to every comment that I see. So it's, well, aside from this, like first like, okay, thanks, whatever. But yeah, like I reply to everybody. So if I don't reply, I don't see them. So maybe if I reply to these, it'll like trigger you as a person worth replying, like showing your thing. I don't know. And then there, where was the other one? So maybe the high one was like blocked just because it was small. I don't know. I like this song is one of my favorites too. This one's gonna go in the jazz fusion one. Oh, you're not derailing anything. I'm just sitting here listening to stuff. So basically all I'm doing is I have these folders and I'm listening to all of the songs that I made this year. And I'm just putting those into the folder so I know, like, generally, like, what albums to work on next year. So, that's all I'm doing. Just chilling. Got about 15 minutes left or so. The song rules, though. I love this song. Yeah, I want to work on this song more for sure. Those drum chops are really cool too. Good stuff. So this one I'm going to put in the EDM folder, but most likely it's going to end up in Orphans. It has good vibes though. Yeah. That second lead, that second melody, it is too video gamey for me. It kind of messes with the vibes, because this first lead, this one, well, this one fits very well, and the second one just doesn't fit. So I imagine that if we change that around, it would be good. Also, the hats are really loud. They're just a little wonky. That's okay. Yeah, exactly. It's still MIDI, so I can just switch things around, which is why it's not like a loss or anything. It's just that arpeggio that echoes in the background. That's really good atmosphere. There's a lot that I like about that song, actually. I'm trying to think of where this song would go. It might be an Orphans song. It has kind of like a Disaster Piece vibe. A little bit. Not a lot, but... I like how active it is, though. Like, it's always moving to a different thing, which is nice. I'm not a big fan of that snare, though. It's very, like, piercing. You can fix that, though. I mean, all of these songs are prototypes. They're all gonna get broken apart and put back together. This one grew on me. Like the first 15 seconds or something, I was like, oh, this ain't it. And I'm like, no, this has some juice to it. I like it. All right, so that's November. So the last 6 songs are ones that I made this month. This is definitely a cuddlecore song. Which is great, because we have 5 cuddlecore songs, and usually those albums are like 6 songs long. Give or take. Let's see, Cozy was 7. Hey was 5. So yeah, 6 or 7 songs. Holiday music? I have not. That's not, I don't know. I've done like holiday versions of existing songs, like for let me see if I can find it. For the spellcasting soundtrack, I did like a Christmas edition of the main theme. Which, you know, you just like shift some instruments around and add some jingle bells in the background, and so that's about it. But I don't know, like traditional holiday music isn't exactly my vibe. Maybe someday. I'm never saying no, right? Like it's always something that I could try, but I don't know, the holidays are just a time to hang out with friends and family a little bit more. I don't get into it as much as some other people do. That's a good song though, I like that one. Oh yeah. I don't know what to do with this song. Doesn't really fit with the EDM stuff that I wanted to do. It might be an Orphans song. Like, and that's what I'm saying, like, Orphans isn't exactly a bad thing. It's just like, I don't really know where to put this right now, so I'm just putting it somewhere. It's kind of my catch-all. It's a cool loop, just not exactly my vibe for this next year. A pinball soundtrack? That's actually a really good point, yeah. It's a very soundtracky kind of song, yeah. I do like all the chops in it. Good chopping. Yeah, good chopping and everything. Like, it sounds great, but it's just like, I don't know what to do with that. Same with this. Yeah. And maybe it's the sound design of it or something, but it just like doesn't vibe with me. Yeah, it's kind of just like, as a loop it's fine, but it just doesn't really do it for me. Okay, 3 songs left after this one. Then I can go have lunch. Getting kind of antsy for that. It's a fine song, but I don't know what to do with this one either. Feels like this song was made for like an RPG town. Doesn't really fit with any of the other projects that I have planned. So probably Orphans, which is fine. Clean my desk. It's a very pleasant song. How music could be. Music manager and player, interesting. Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. So I use sorry. I think I can try. I can put this in the EDM one. Yeah. So for managing metadata, I use something called MP3 tag. So like I can go to my discography and be like, no, it's a lot to archive, but this isn't a player, this is like a metadata manager. So this is what I use to make sure that all of my songs are properly, you know, they have the proper art and they have all of the correct metadata. Yeah, and this has been very, very helpful. But having a proper music player would be nice. I really only use Winamp because of the visualizer, which maybe Music Bee has something similar. I'll have to look into it more. Because it would be nice to have a more up-to-date piece of software. Anyway, this song is cool. I think I did this like right when I was starting my holiday break. Working on learning more compelling chord progressions. Yeah, thank you. That means a lot. I don't know, like, I think, thanks Windows, go away. I think that's just because of the nature of how I, like, write music. I tend to, like, start at the start and then just keep going until the song is done, and that tends to cause the song to evolve in certain ways, and I don't know, I kind of like that process, right? It's not for everybody, but I think it's neat. This is the last song I wrote this year, which was 2 days ago. Sounds like credits music, which I guess is appropriate. I'm actually going to put this one in my abstraction good stuff, because it might be a good way to close out an album. Or I can put it in the Cuddlecore album. It might work there too. Definitely has that vibe. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That's also a very good loop point. Doesn't really feel like the song just started over. I'm proud of my loop points and how seamless they can sound. Good track. It might fit well with the Cuddlecore stuff. We did it. It's like 3.5 hours worth of music. Cool. Yeah, that is it. So, in the end, we have 9 folders that we dumped everything into. We have kind of a trash folder of songs that we've already used elsewhere. So, not going to use those again. We have our EDM stuff, which is actually going to get added. I have BitShift here as well. So there's a bunch of other songs that I made for this. So you can see like some of these are already in here. So these are going to get merged together. And we have the kind of the vocal songwriter stuff. I have some other ones that I don't know if are listed or that I've made yet, but I want to make a vocal album at some point. Cuddlecore, we've got 6 songs here. Might make 1 or 2 more and maybe push one of these out depending on vibes. General abstraction, good stuff. We have 16 songs, so that's at least 1 album there. Greenscape, ambient downtempo. There's a lot of stuff here, which is might be a little too much because these are the songs that I wrote like 10 years ago, and I want to finish this album, but I also don't want it to be like 2 hours long. So we'll see how that pans out. Jazz fusion shenanigans. We've got 11 songs here, which is a solid album. Orphans, we've got 15 songs, which is pretty respectable. I can work on getting those pushed over to the Bandcamp page, and then the Try Hard Club with Avery. There's 2 songs here that are spoken for with our collaboration. So, yeah, it was a pretty productive listening session. Just to get all of this stuff kind of organized, it helps. So, hey, my piano does work. So yeah, I'm gonna get going though. I am going to go have some lunch. Yeah, thank you. It's going to be a busy next year, but it's going to be less like making music every week and more trying to finish the work that all the work that I did this year, trying to finish all of that into completed albums. So, yeah, well, thank you everybody for hanging out and chatting if you were, and I hope to see you again at some point. Until next time, though, yeah, love you guys. See you later. Bye. I gotta change my little placard at the bottom. I don't really use Twitter or Twitch anymore. So that's how that goes. Oh boy, I usually don't stream for more than 2 hours, and this is almost 4 hours long. There's a lot of music to get through. Good times.